Hello everyone and welcome! This is Marika making video tutorial for Altenew. Today I'm featuring Peony Scrolls set by Altenew, and for the sentiment I will use the sentiment from Origami set. Half a year ago I made a card with this stamp set and I colored it with pencils. A tutorial how I made that card was asked, and today I'm showing you the same technique with copic markers. But first, I started stamping the peonies with light memento inks since they are copic marker friendly. As my cardstock, I used Nina Solar White cardstock. I did a bit of masking to get the leaves behind the flowers. Next, I will show you how I color these flowers. I'm not a certified copic colorist and I'm just here to show you how I colored these flowers. As you may already know, I like to color in layers. I start putting down my base color and blend that quite smoothly. It doesn't need to be perfect blend since I'm going to be adding more layers on top. I use 3 shades of red for my base color and I will show the colors at the upper left corner as I color. While you color flowers, you want to achieve the shape of a petal. To gain that, you want to create contrast between the petals and between the upper and lower part of the petal. Usually, the darkest part of the petal are at the bottom near the center, so you may want to use darker shades over there. Also, while you color, try to think the shape of the petal in your mind and go along with that shape with your brush strokes. That way you can achieve more shape and dimension to your petal, and it makes it easier to figure out where the darkest shadows would be. Now my base color is done, and if you want, you can leave it as it is. I like to add details and contrast because I like that kind of style. Now I take my darkest shade, which is R59, and I'm adding the little details where I think the most of the shadows would be. To do that, I use the flicking motion very gently, and now it is important that you follow the shape of your petal. Next, I take my next darkest color, which is R56, and I do the same thing, but this time I go a little bit further in the petal. Now the flower starts to get its shape and look, so try not to go too further though, so that you won't lose your contrast between the top and the bottom part of the petal. To finish coloring this flower, I used a little bit of RV34 to add more veins to the petals and smoothen the dark veins a bit. In this tutorial, I show you how I colored this one flower, but I colored the other flower in the same way. On the leaves, I used the same flicking motion that I've seen people use when they color the hair. I thought it would give a nice texture to the leaves. I used 4 shades of greens, and I list the colors that I use in the upper left corner so you can see the colors that I use. I stamped the sentiment with black pigment ink and I hopefully got it straight this time. To add a little interest, I used black irresistible to make my own little black dots here and there. For more information on the full list of supplies and all the colors that I used, you can find at my blog. And please visit Altenew blog for more inspiration. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye!